What's up, guys? It's Erica Madera. I'm back.
Hi, it's Shanti.
You knew we'd never leave you alone.
Never.
No,
Not a million years.
never. Today's episode on what in the hell is going on with the men in our lives.
Oh my lord.
I feel like every time we're on here we're complaining, but also like offering some psychological solution.
Yeah, honestly.
We want to talk about men who ghost and why the hell that happens. I've personally been ghosted. Have you been ghosted?
Oh, I'm being currently ghosted.
She's been ghosted.
I thought, so this was my strategy. I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna date men older than me. I'm talking 10, 20 years older than me.
Yeah.
And my thoughts are, they'll be grown men, right? They'll be grown.
You'd think.
And they're gonna have the cojones to say, hey, I'm not interested, or they don't just leave it on a cliffhanger. This is not the f***ing season 4 of Handmaidens Tale.
But also after like a really good date, like two really good dates,
date.
like ones that, like a better date than he's probably ever had in his life.
Yeah, unless I'm completely insane.
And one of your favorite dates too.
A lovely date, a date that lasted, I don't know, 6, 8 hours. A date that's not going well usually doesn't last 8 hours long.
No, I mean if the date lasted a couple hours and they didn't talk to you again after that, I think that would be more like, okay, yeah, clearly.
Makes sense. Clearly we weren't compatible.
Yeah. But this was an amazing second date, right?
Amazing second date that I thought went swimmingly well.
So that was on which day?
That was on Friday, last Friday. Today is Wednesday. I said I would really like to see you again on Saturday.
On Saturday.
And no response. No response.
Yeah, and I really thought he was gonna text her today because he's an INTJ who I always have issues with. In the fact that they get like introverted and scared when they do too many things that they're not used to. For a grown man, maybe that's like something that like all they know is working and all of their interactions are with colleagues and not really with friends or like lovers. So they don't really,
I don't even know.
It kind of gets overwhelming. I can see it get overwhelming because I get overwhelmed with stuff and I'm good at it. So I can see it being overwhelming, but usually just 4 days is like enough to like sleep.
Be upfront with me, be straight with me, because you know what? I'm about to move on real quick. I'm about to have dates with other people.
Yeah, real quick.
Your shot's about to be expired. Don't hit me back a week later and be like, would you like to do something on a Friday? No, that's not how it works.
So now we're at this standstill. I say we because I'm a part of this too.
Absolutely.
That I don't think that she should call him out and cuss him out and say, I hope you're not in the hospital, I hope you're not dead, because I usually do that and that usually doesn't work. However, I have been on a date in which I've been was gonna go on a date in which I've been completely ghosted, like gotten ready, was gonna go on a boat, it was a whole plan for the day and I just like nothing came of it and I just was waiting for, I was like calling and texting and like completely ghosted, like truly ghosted. He hit me back up the next day and was like, I'm so happy that you're being patient, I've actually been in the hospital. So I was jokingly saying that, like it could happen, but maybe something happened to him, I don't know. It would be weird for him to ghost her.
I just have a feeling that it's going to be Friday.
That's what my feeling too is.
I have a feeling it's going to be Friday morning and he's going to say, oh, hey, I know I've been ghosting you for a week, but would you like to do something? No. That's not how my time works. My time is precious and valuable. You don't get a prime slot like that of the weekend of a Friday of a Saturday night without responding.
And you can't just not text someone back or not respond to someone. That's just disrespectful regardless if it's a ghost or not. Like just be respectful anyways. We're going into Best Buy because we need to buy a a hot spot. We'll be right back. So you didn't have hot spots.
No Wi-Fi hot spots. But y'all know what happened in the bathroom? So a woman who has a power chair, like a power wheelchair, didn't have enough charge to get home and she was trying to like find out if there was a paratransit bus route home or if she could take a cab or what. And we're thinking like,
I just said, because I didn't understand what was going on in the bathroom and Shanti was just explaining to me and I'm like, so there's no charger for her to get home, like literally she can't walk, she needs her chair to drive home, but there's Tesla chargers all around the city, so we can charge our Teslas, but
people can't charge the wheelchairs. Excuse me, I'm sorry, excuse my language. And I've seen this happen
I've never seen that happen.
times.
I didn't even know that was like a problem. We have a phone charger station.
Literally. People can't charge their...
So I think that should be a part of wheelchair accessible.
Absolutely.
Anyways.
There she is.
There she is. We're not going to put her on camera, obviously, but hopefully she makes it home.
Safe. We're going to Target
across
now.
the street. Yeah, we're going to head to Target. Our Wi-Fi isn't working in our house, so we have to find like a hotspot. But that's the only thing that's not working. This relationship is clearly not working. So yeah, what we were saying is that we think that he is going to hit her up like on a Friday. Because, I mean, he works all week. So... that's where I'm seeing it from.
But like, you know, you've wasted at least an hour of my time cumulative this week thinking about you because you're being a jerk.
It's not even that he would have to hit her up and be like, okay, this is the exact time and date we'd like to hang out, blah, blah, blah. It's like he can still hit her up on Friday to make plans for the weekend, but you can't ignore all texts from a whole week and then hit someone up and be like,
I'd like a prime spot.
I've been so busy, too busy for you, but here I am.
Back again.
I don't know, it's weird.
It's so weird. It's so weird that my time isn't as valuable. That's one of these big issues that I'm having with a lot of different people that I've been trying to go out on dates with. Another INTJ man was telling me, you know, no, I actually don't want to make plans. I just want it to be like, you know, whenever I want, pretty much.
Yeah, he was
so you
like,
want me to just, I want you to wait around.
He was like, I might hang out with my friends, I might go golfing, I might do this, I might do that. And then he's like, but when we're both free and we just happen to both be free on a night, then we can hang out.
Night of the week. I'm sorry, not to be conceited, but my time is very valuable, and there are a lot of people trying to get a slot of my time. And I'm not going to be giving it away to people who aren't showing me respect.
But also, the reason we're walking around town to get a hotspot is so she can study for her MCAT and start her Kaplan course and do her medical school. And dudes are over here being like, well, I already have my career, so I could give a less trying to help you manage your life and get your career going.
No,
it really doesn't matter to me.
It's just not about me. It's about I'm an empty vessel to be filled with whatever their dreams for themselves are. But I don't have any pre-existing dreams. They think I'm like a blank canvas with nothing between
to fit into their life.
Yes.
And if they feel like you want too much attention, as in you want someone to text you back once a week.
No, I just want somebody to add something to my life. And
that's too much. Yeah, I feel like we've both like had issues with that. Yeah. Like that's what I'm looking for in a relationship at this point is
something to grow me.
Yeah, I don't want to be a hobby or like an interest. I don't want to be like a part of someone's schedule. Like I'd rather be a part of someone's life. Anyway, it's just weird. Also, there's something wrong with these INTJs. I've been ghosted by INTJ after 9 months of dating, so maybe 2 dates is...
How do you even tell? It makes me think that I have it makes me doubt myself. That's the thing that I hate the most, is it makes me doubt whether or not it was a good date based on the other person's reaction, when really, it's not about me at all.
Right, that's what I was trying to say, like, it's literally not about you.
Which is the problem, because it should be. That's the whole issue, is it should be about me.
Honestly, if the date went worse, then it probably wouldn't be such a, like...
I wouldn't even be annoyed.
But it probably wouldn't be such a, like, hard, like, stop. I feel like when these boys give you such a hard stop is because they're scared of anything disrupting their happy and or sad life. Like, whatever they have already in place, adding someone new that they actually like and would care about and would want to see all the time, to me is probably really fucking scary to them. That's what I'm guessing. And so they run away. But that's not really the problem, because if she texted him and was like, I'd like to see you again, and he goes, this isn't the right time for me, that was a really great date, whatever.
Turns out
it's less about forcing someone to be in a relationship. It's more about just being respectful and upfront.
Absolutely. It's just such a lack of consideration for me on all fronts. It's like I'm not even a person. It's like people don't even think of me as a living breathing human being with thoughts and feelings. I'm just a reflection of what they want. I'm empty and vapid. I don't understand. Like you said, you know, I get that everybody has their own things going on, which is fine. we don't need to see each other again.
Yeah.
So just have the decency to say that.
As you guys know, Shanti is still very new to dating, so I could see how this would be like weird. Like, is this how all dating's gonna be?
It's because I was in a beautiful, loving relationship with a good man.
Right.
Who treated me well.
Where this never happened.
No, never.
Yeah.
This is all so new for me. I'm so sorry, guys. You've been going through this for what, the 10 years? Everybody else?
It's just all a guessing game. Yeah.
I guess if you get lucky and meet somebody who's decent.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go into Target. See you guys in a second. We stopped for Hunan. Is that how you pronounce it? Hunan?
Hunan.
Also, I wanted to try my new iPhone that my mom got me for my birthday. I hope the quality isn't inconsistent. I mean, we look very pretty. Wow. Work.
Tell me why the people on the street are hyping me up way more than any of the men on the dating apps.
Yeah, literally. But let me know if you guys like this type of like vlog style. I get so in my head about it sometimes. Like our friend Nesta is dealing with the same thing about being too scared to like plunge and do stuff. And it's like, I saw this Will Smith video, which I think was a joke, but also was very serious. If you're scared to do something, do it scared.
If you can't beat the fear, just do it scared.
It's not like I'm scared to vlog, but it is the initial like doing it, because also it's been a while since I've like actually done it. It builds up a little bit of anxiety, it builds up a little of like doubt. You kind of just have to go for it, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't have to be this whole big shebang. It could just be us.
Just be us talking and filtering through our thoughts.
Let me know if you guys like it. I'm curious to know. But yeah, so we're getting Hunan and we'll see you at home.
Question for y'all, how do you know if somebody is good and decent and a kind human being? Like, how do you tell? I don't even know.
I mean, poor thing has been trying to date and it hasn't worked. Which, that's more common than probably she knew. But I feel like I've dated 100 people and I'm single. Even the ones that you think that all your friends think that everyone is like sure of, that it'll be great, and then some weird shit happens. I don't know, it's always weird. It always ends.
And I don't like, what is this texting? I don't with texting. I don't like this texting.
I don't like texting either.
No.
So then it's weird because it all comes down to, let's say he doesn't end up ghosting her. And then what are you supposed to say? You just gonna ignore me and then hit me up? Like, but it's already past bad.
Well, who's to say you won't do that again? That just seems to be the kind of person that you are. I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna get statistics on my side eventually. Eventually, I will go on enough dates with kiss enough frogs. And eventually I'll hit somebody who's decent and kind. Could be alone forever. Could be just me and my cat till the end.
We just walked home from Hunan and Shanti got me something that was very sweet. And we're walking through and everyone's always out drinking. We live in San Francisco now, so everyone's out at every bar, like outdoor obviously. And like I like to go on walks every day. I like to go to the Castro and just like, I don't know, feel puss and gay. But then everyone's always drinking, having a good time, and it could be literally Tuesday at noon, which is like very beautiful and I don't know, makes me smile and makes me happy, but it also makes me want to drink. I came home and I started drinking. So I don't know if I have like a drinking problem or like I have a problem when I'm not drinking. It's one of those. But Shanti's making chicken soup right now by herself. No one else is there. And then we were debating on, and I think I get caught up in this too, is when I feel beautiful and I feel cute, I like want to go on a date. I love a good compliment and I love a good boost of my ego, I guess. When I am feeling like not manly, but like full of a beard and not the cutest, and I just keep getting denied for my laser hair removal. So like, it's not like there's no end being near not having a beard, but sometimes it just lasts a really long time that I have it on my face and then I can't get rid of it, because if I try to, it's just going to be worse and like not really cut through all the way through. So that when I do actually have enough growth of the hair to like shave it off and be completely clean shaven and then put my makeup on, whatever, I feel like not only do I want to see it, but I want a man to see it, I want San Francisco to see it, I want everyone to see it, because it probably won't happen again for like 5 more days. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I could see that turning real toxic if every time I feel cute, I want to go have drinks. Also, I feel like Sierra Nevada should just sponsor me at this point. I don't want to be drinking every day just because I live in a new city, if you know what I mean. And I don't want to be caught up in that because I could totally see myself getting caught up in that. I should probably make a conscious decision to like not drink every day because I probably have drinking every day. I wonder if I'm just waiting for that big blowout when I get blacked out drunk or something. And then I'm like, well, I need to stop drinking. It would be nicer to be able to just control it on like a normal basis, but I always do everything in extremes. That's not an excuse, but it just is what it is. Shanti's making soup. She'll come hang out with us in a second. So what are you feeling? Are you feeling overwhelmed with life?
Yes. A little bit.
It's like,
There's just a lot going on.
it's hard. Okay, so like,
And also nobody wants to do their job, so I have to like check up on people like, hey,
right.
do you remember how you're supposed to do your job?
And then you have to do it for them.
And then you have to do it for them, and then you have to be like, hey, put on my calendar every day. Remind person X to do their job. Give them a call. Give them an email. Don't let them forget to not do their job. That's the overwhelming. Honestly, the only overwhelming part is people not doing what they're paid to do.
It's stressful to think that you're paid to do something and that now it's your responsibility to make sure that it's done because people are relying on you. That's scary to me.
That's why it's perfect you're a YouTuber.
But that's also comes with a little interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
This might come out a little bit after. Hopefully she's better by now, but there's a YouTuber named Gabby Hanna who is going through something right now. I mean, a lot of people think that she's manic and blah, 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 and she's dealt with a lot of that. I mean, she's very open about her struggles with mental health and stuff, but she's going through a lot right now where her whole comment section is like just vile. She hasn't really done anything wrong. Like she's just
having a mental breakdown.
She's just made like unfavorable choices, and basically her whole career, I'm not going to diagnose her. I acted similarly when I felt like I was in a manic episodes. So okay, so not even the job that in certain
so then
jobs.
What job can somebody
certain,
have if
right,
they're having a manic episode? They have
in
no
certain
job
jobs,
opportunity.
let's say you're having a manic episode and you lose your job.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting that now we're realizing that being an influencer means that if you have a manic episode or if you have an issue, if you have a problem,
You can film it and have it be
well,
part
now
of the job.
everyone hates you.
Yeah.
You lose your reputation. You use your sense of self. People are trying to tell you who you are. What I was drawn to being an influencer was the fact that not one person can look at you and like say you're fired and say you're done. Like, I've decided your fate for you. I am one person. I love that about being an influencer. But now it's like, at least if you're fired from a job, you could get another job. But if you're fired from being an influencer, I don't even think you can get a real person job. Because now everyone knows who you are and everyone has a certain type of distaste for you. That's weird.
Yeah, Britney Spears would have a hard time
Yes.
getting a job at Nordstrom. I don't know
Yes.
if she would.
No, she
Yeah, she
really
probably
would.
would.
She really would.
I think a job like that in a place of public view is somewhere that's good for people who are struggling with those things in some ways so that other people who are going through it can have somebody to...
Unless they're disliked. So then it paints
Yeah.
a like, oh, I can be manic too and everyone will hate me too. So it's sad. I hate it. I obviously don't agree. I don't agree with what's happening to her right now.
Art forms a function, but it's not a function that if the production changes or stops temporarily, that all the other connected parts are then going to collapse. It's something that can be done in independence. It's not something that has many interconnected pieces. If
Yeah.
the pharmacist doesn't fill the prescription on time, that's a type of incompetence that I hate. There's a lot of jobs where if you decide to be incompetent, your actions are going to potentially cost other people pain and suffering or their lives, which I think is completely different than being an influencer. Yes, you do serve a function, but if the function that you're serving stops, it's not going to cause immense pain and suffering in somebody else's life. I agree in that I don't think that what's happening to somebody who's having a manic episode that just so happens to be filmed online should be treated the same way as an incompetent.
Which is why I want to be an influencer. Because I cannot be
I would never hate you.
hurt. I cannot hurt anybody
Exactly.
if I'm hurting.
No, it used to give me a lot of anxiety, even trying to go to sleep at night when I was working as an EMT, because I got anxiety about,
Oh, right. You told me
yeah,
this.
I had anxiety about potentially being an incompetent provider.
If you don't get enough sleep, if you don't
If
whatever.
I don't get enough sleep and if I don't take care of myself, to the best of my ability, I could then put somebody else in danger because I'm tired or I'm not as alert as I should be. So I would get anxiety when it was time for me to go to sleep, even though I was exhausted, because I was worried about whether or not I would sleep enough to give somebody good care on my next shift. But there was no system in place for me to be like, I need to tap out, I need somebody else, you know, attempt to come in and fill my shift.
That's the difference between that and Gabby Hanna. Gabby Hanna's not hurting anybody, so
no, exactly.
Leave her alone.
She doesn't work in the hospital. She's just
making videos and
literally.
music.
That's the best place for her to be. Aren't you happy?
Yes.
Aren't you happy that
she's there?
That she's not your pharmacist?
So why don't you just let her do her job?
Why don't you support her?
Yeah.
Why don't you support people who, you know, have those issues being in jobs that won't kill you if they stop doing them? You don't want her to be the wastewater treatment manager for your city now, do you?
Definitely
No,
not.
be grateful that she's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Or an artist or a potter. If the potter doesn't go to work, nobody's gonna die. Feel happy and stop giving her hate. And in any event,
Mental health talks with Erica and Shanti. Clearly we need reform. No, I'm just kidding. Subscribe to Shanti's channel. We should cook and do yoga.
I love that. I mean, we're making chicken soup right now.
Like this video because I know you liked it. Check out my podcast, The Gaggers with Erica and Camille. Subscribe to my cat's channel. She's a YouTuber. She is up and coming. She's going to change a lot in the cat community.
Sorry.
Her name is Starby, at Starby the Cat, or Starby the Cat on YouTube, Starby the Cat on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is always the hardest part for me.
I have no idea to tell them.
Wait, we should tell them, do you have a poem that you've written? Goodbye, you guys.
Bye. That was funny.